Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do decals of your own. If you've ever used water decals, you know how easy they are to use, but there is a way to do them at home. This is not a new technique, it's been around quite a while. I just haven't shown it myself yet, so let's go ahead and start. What I have here is just a regular sandwich bag. And I've just taken some black polish and drawn a circle so that I can see the area I'm working with. And the first thing you're going to want to do is take some of top coat, and I like to use a thick one, so I use my Sèche Vite. And I'm just going to first paint about a nail size swatch of top coat. You can do this with probably saran wrap and other things, but I chose the plastic bag because saran wrap tends to get that kind of wrinkly look, and I wanted this to stay as smooth as possible. So I'm going to let this dry. While this is drying, I thought I would at least tell you the colors that I'm going to be using. On my nails right now, I have two different color pinks. They are both from Sally Hansen Insta-Dry. The pastel is called Pink Blink, and the brighter one is called Magenta Moves. I'm also going to be using this purple color called Lavin Baby from Clean Color. And I'm also going to be using another clean color. This one is one of their holographic ones. It's called Hollow Chrome. It's a scattered hollow, not a linear, but it's nice and sparkly. I'm also going to be using this plate from Winstonia. This is their newest set they have out, and the plate is 212. We're going to be using this butterfly image because it's got a lot of open lines, so we'll be able to fill that in with colors to make this decal. I'm going to stamp it using Clean Color in black. This is a great one for stamping. Okay, so you're going to want to make sure that this is completely dry, and it is. And then we're going to go ahead and stamp that image just like you would with any other stamping. Okay? Then what you're going to want to do is, since I'm using regular polishes and these have obviously a really large brush, I'm going to be using just a regular tiny nail art brush. This is from a set that I got from Cheeky. If you are also someone who likes to paint with like toothpicks, you could do the same thing, but whatever tools make you comfortable. And then I'm just going to take a drop of this lavender polish and just drop it right on my plate. And then I'm going to color in very carefully the areas that I would like to use this lavender color. In between, I'm going to be just dipping this brush into nail polish remover and swishing it around, wiping it off on my towel to make sure that it's clean before I use the next color. Okay, so here it is. This is that blue holographic polish is a little bit thin, so it's okay if you want it to be sheer. I will probably just wait for this to dry and add a second coat on there to make sure that the color is solid. Then you have to wait for it to completely dry and then put another layer of Sèche Vite over the top of that. Give that a good amount of time to completely dry. As you work on this also, you're going to notice, and let me zoom in a lot farther here, you can see that it sometimes looks, it's hard to tell how detailed it's going to look from the side where you're painting. So all you really have to do is just flip it over and get a good look at the way it's actually looking with your black outlines. And that'll give you an area. If you see any areas you want to fix, you can go ahead and do that. Okay, so now that this is just about dry, what I'm going to do is go along the edge of where the image is with some tweezers and, try to scrape under it in order to get it to loosen from the plastic. Once it does, you can just grab that with your tweezers or fingers or anything like that, and it'll start to peel away from the plastic bag. Okay? Now that you have it like that, there is going to be some extra area of top coat, so you can actually trim those. You can trim them with cuticle nips or even just a pair of scissors. So I'm just going to use some regular crafting scissors and start to trim around the image. I don't want to go right up to the lines because you still have to handle it, and if any of the polish is still wet, you don't want to ruin it, okay? But once I have that ready, I'm going to set this stuff aside. Zoom back out just a little, okay? And then I'm going to take my top coat and put a thin layer on my nail where I want to place the image. So I'm going to put a quick thin coat like this. And then, using those tweezers, I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to place that on the nail where I want it, okay? This is a fairly large image for my nails, but I'm going to just sort of tap that down and smooth it out. You can even dab it down with your fingers to get it to really stick, okay? If you have any that overlaps like I have here, I'm just going to snip that off with some cuticle snips. Okay, still being gentle because I don't want to pull the image right off my nail. Okay. Okay, I'm going to tap that down. And it may still be slightly bumpy, but that will thin out once you go over the whole thing with top coat again. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, and then there you have it. I do have a small wrinkle there. So I am just going to gently tap that down with my tweezers. That'll kind of work that out. And if I need to, I can put another layer of Seche Vide over the top afterwards. Okay? It takes a little extra time, but the results are really worth the effort. And you can do this with any of your nail image plates, so it gives you a whole bunch more options. So that's it for this one. I hope you like it and that you'll give this a try with your images. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.